and welcome back to Tales of Symphonia. We're almost done with, kind of. I think this is 49, so we got 21 more episodes. But we're getting to the plot now, obviously.
Dara's Carlon core system just finished calculating its
So,
answer.
how does
If you form the pact
Kratos
with the
kind of get
Spirit,
around?
the
Or
protection
he's-
around the Great Seed will be
He just happens to
completely
just kind of
lost.
be in areas where you're going to be at.
You have to remember, he's part of Crucius, so he does have access to a bunch of technology.
I guess he's got like a magic teleporter where he just, oh, I'm just gonna teleport here while they're there.
Probably, because I was going to say, I know that Ewan had that as well, and he's technically part of Crucius as well, but he's also part of the Renegades. Speaking of Ewan,
Understand. What you're hoping for will not happen.
Silence! Do you think we'll pass up this opportunity?
I mean, you probably should listen to Kratos this time, actually.
Lloyd, leave him to me. Go now. Form the pact with the summoned spirit of light.
Oh, that felt good. Sorry, I was cracking my knuckles. Unlike Sonic, I don't chuckle.
Leave it a bit. Wow. Alright, I guess we just left them behind.
This is it.
Yeah, I mean, they're just fighting it out.
Around the great seed will finally fall after this pact.
I really wanted to not do this one last. I probably should have saved like Ifrit or something. That way, it wouldn't have been at this location. This is typically the way you're supposed to do it, but I always like to not go out of order if I can. Although I didn't do that for this game, obviously, since I told you that there was that way that you could technically get a bunch of new dialogue if you went out of it, sequence breaking. I'm just waiting for the cutscenes to be done, because there's going to be a lot of plot exposition, and I don't really want to get into too much topics at the moment, unfortunately. Because, like, I've actually had a lot of stuff happen since we last recorded, but
Yeah.
there's about to be stuff that's about to go down.
And establish a new pact with me.
Like, if you thought burning down a village was bad, wait till you see what happens.
Worse than the human death factory. where they
Oh, yeah.
turn into gems.
Much worse.
Unbearable.
Much worse.
Oh man.
Like, it is the third worst thing I think happens in this game. So it keeps trying to outbeat it. It keeps trying to outbeat itself.
At least it's not trying to be mega edgy.
That is true. Like, there's some parts where it's like, you know, obviously straw manning, but as you said, for the most part, it's not terribly bad.
But I think it turn in regards to Japan, but at least it's not like the edginess of the West where they'll kind of throw stuff in so look, we're so shocking. It's not really deep. We're just throwing it in because it's shocking.
I know there's some really good examples of that, but I can't remember any except for, I think, like, what, Outlast 2?
Yeah, I'd heard Outlast 2 kind of did that just to be like, we're so dark.
Right. I can't.
I'm sure there's others where it's because sometimes you're like, oh wow, it's pretty because it fits into a context. But other times it's just kind of like, well, why did you threw that in my face to, I guess, that was it. There was nothing attached to it. You just kind of did it to do it.
Right, and I agree. I can't remember anything else at the moment, but I know there's other examples. This is a really boring boss fight. I apologize. I've over-grinded. I have, you know, the joke weapons that are stupidly strong for no reason.
Yeah, I was
So-
about that.
What were we gonna say? Sorry.
I was about to say because I'm using the paper fans as a weapon.
Yeah, and they do stupid amounts of damage. Then you see, you know, there's a broom there for rain, and I think
Seems like a gumball.
I think that's pretty similar, actually. Yeah. I can't remember what he does have actually. Huh.
So what joke weapon would Sheena get? Like playing cards instead of tarot cards?
Basically, she gets a purse. Yep.
Reminds me of, that's my purse. I don't know.
Now you. To be fair, this purse was really useful because not only is it powerful, it also doubles the amount of gold you get from fights. So.
Yeah, let me say, you could put stuff in it.
Yeah. So it's like really nice, actually.
Wish there wasn't a stigma around men and carrying purses because they're pretty freaking handy. I'd rather put my wallet in a purse than in my back pocket and then have to take it out when I sit down so I don't crush my credit card.
I just put it in my front pocket, so I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, I don't know why I put it. I always forget which pocket people say is the easiest to have picked if you're out and about.
I always worry that somebody's going to steal it if it's in my back pocket. I mean, it could happen in the front pocket as well.
I always check, like, every 10 minutes, I go like, okay, it's in there, let me make sure my card is in there. Okay,
Right.
it's in there. So.
That's why it's like, I mean, obviously it could still happen, but I prefer, yeah.
Yeah, it's even small stuff, I want to make sure it's still on me.
Right.
Even when I know it'd be like, it would have been physically impossible for me to have lost it or to have it stolen, I'll still check.
I agree. Yeah, I mean, I just can't do stuff in the back pocket for that exact reason. Sheena learned Seal Light. Sheena also learned Summon Light.
You
What
did
should
it.
like turn a flashlight on?
Yeah, pretty much. And Kratos was right, by the way. I think it's anime cutscene time, actually. Anime cutscene time!
Oh, hell, it's been... When was the last time? Like,
The intro.
Oh, man.
They do add more to the PS2 version, but I don't have the PS2 version. And I don't... Yeah, so...
Yeah, imagine the PS2 version could support it.
Yeah, unfortunately, because... Well, I prefer the GameCube because it is more powerful. The discs were smaller. Bye-bye, world! It was good knowing you!
Wait, so they've completely ended the world here?
Pretty much.
And this is Silveron?
Yep.
So, oh, I forgot, because they were gonna try and divert power from this point to Tetheala.
Mm-hmm. So you remember that...
We all talked about how that was a terrible thing, that they were stealing power from them, and now they want to do the exact same thing.
They're not trying to do, they're just trying to separate the worlds. And I mean, Kratos trying to warn them, hey, something bad's gonna happen, but Yuan's like, no. By the way, we know this town that's getting destroyed at the moment. We've been there a lot, actually. It's Palmacosta.
Oh, is that the one that, Chocolat was from?
Yep. So not only did we kill her grandma, we killed her mom now, too.
I was what they say, well, I guess it's like a thing she did stay at the human ranch, because she would have gone home and say, wow, life's good, Mom.
Now I'm dead. Yeah. No, everything just gets messed the heck up now.
Boy, people can't leave well enough alone. This all wouldn't have happened if we would have just said, alright, well, you've been a good friend.
Yeah. See, that's why I'm conflicted. It's like, none of this would have happened, but at the same time, it would have obviously all been a lie.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate, because it's like, obviously, the Catholic Church isn't a lie. But if we found the lie, we want to go ahead and try to correct it, you know?
Yeah, and depending on the context, it's literally impossible for there to be a lie.
That's true. That is true.
See, that's I never understand about the people that they have the conspiracy theories about the Vatican Library, and they claim that there's documents in there that can debunk the entire Catholic faith or the life of Jesus. And I said, you think an institution as big as the church would keep incriminating documents like that in a library instead of just burning them?
Right.
If I had evidence that something like the church, which has existed for 2,000 years, if I had evidence that that was all a fabrication, why would I keep that around in a library?
Yeah.
Instead of just burning it. And even then, the reason why they're so selective or secretive is because these are old, like hundreds of years old, I think some even thousands, manuscripts and papers, which they can't give to Joe Schmo and his Cheeto fingers to examine. Things have to be, I think, they stay permanently under glass to be examined because they're so fragile.
Very delicate, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, so they don't want to just give them to anyone and say, have fun, just make sure you bring it back by 8.
So the mana lens served as a cage to contain the great seed in the space between.
Hey, so we screwed up the world, is what you're saying.
Exactly. And because you provided the unstable great seed with mana, it in
it's not our world, so.
Yeah, no, this one is our world, actually.
I thought you said this was,
This is Silveron. The not world is Tetheala.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So we screwed up our world. We screwed up our world even more.
Wow.
And if Silveron is destroyed,
Tetheala is destroyed.
Tetheala will be destroyed as well.
Hooray!
Ground of Karlon on the
So
other
remember how I said that, man, villages just aren't enough anymore.
Everyone,
man.
except that twisted tree and the angels
me.
that live on Darius Karlon.
We have to do something. But what can we do?
Ewan, how do you plan to rectify this situation?
Yeah, how do you
We
plan
can
on
cut off
fixing
the
this
mana flow and
situation that you
stop the
started?
seed from receiving any more mana.
But that won't subdue the giant tree. The process is already
We have
begun.
to overload it with
Tree going crazy
mana.
like that in Tetheala
I
too?
think, just hear me out. I think we just need
Although I imagine they are
a
feeling some
really big
effects, such as
chainsaw, and we'll just
earthquakes.
Just burn it.
hire a really big
That
landscaper
makes
to
sense.
get rid of the
Because
trunk.
Karlon activated
Exactly,
the process
perfect.
of world regeneration. The summon
Now we just
spirits
need
of
a
Silverlight
really
are
big
now
credit
active.
card to pay for it.
Therefore,
Right.
the giant tree
I mean,
was
we are
generated
still rolling in
by
cash at the
Silveron's
moment, so we
summon
could probably pay
spirits.
for it ourselves.
Correct.
Probably could. Just
The
pick up any
summon spirits
valuables off of
exchange
the
their
cities and dead
respective
people
roles
that
of
we
Right.
just
yin
killed.
yang.
Yeah, that's true
Each time
too.
They won't be
Chosen's
using them
quest
anymore.
for world regeneration succeeds. Currently, the summoned spirits of
That always
Silveron
kind of,
are carrying out
well,
the role of
the
yang
current
by
character I have
providing
it
the
doesn't,
mana.
but it always kind of bothered me in
But
Skyrim where
because
you're,
the
or
giant
any
tree
other
has
RPG where you're,
overabsorbed Silveron's
when you
mana,
try to be the good guy or the
it's
hero,
not
but
under
at the
control.
end of the day you end up looting corpses.
If
Like,
that's the
Yeah.
case, couldn't we
you
neutralize
kill this
it?
guy, maybe in a bandit, but you're like, alright, let's
By
see how much money he
blasting
has
it
in
with
his
the
wallet.
power of
Oh,
the
sweet.
opposing summon
3 gold.
spirits?
I'm gonna hang on to this.
Whoa,
That's why I try to leave their clothes.
You
Yeah.
actually understood what we
Yeah,
were
I
talking
typically
about?
don't do that. Like, I don't even take it just to sell it. I'll, like,
Right.
some kind of respect, but if it's like armor I need, then I'll take it. But
I used to, but I'm trying not to do that anymore.
That's not
just
quite
people
right,
walk
Lloyd.
down the street, they're like,
But nonetheless, it's a
why is that guy
clever idea
completely
coming from you.
naked after someone killed him? Like,
Even
all
if
Right.
we did
5 of them
decide to
are.
try and set the
Because he
summon
took
spirits
their
of
3
Tetheala
gold leather
against
armor
it.
just to sell it
How
for
are we
cheap.
gonna go about doing that? We can't get close to that crazy
But my
thing
current
the way it is
character in
now.
Skyrim is a
The mana cannon.
vampire assassin who honestly doesn't
cannon?
care. They're borderline
That machine
psychopaths. So.
dial is
I mean,
Yeah.
burning?
they leave the clothes on
We were
people. They're
actually
not
manipulating
that
what dial into
weird, but
building
they'll
that.
take money and valuables.
Before the mana link started
Yeah.
to disappear, we planned to have
fair.
our dial destroyed.
Sorry, I'm just reading over
to
this because
salvation.
we're still getting a lot of plot
So
exposition.
you're
Basically,
suggesting we feed
we have to use the
mana
mana cannon now,
Tetheala's
so.
summon spirits into the mana cannon and fire it at the giant tree.
So as I said, we have to overload the tree.
I suppose there's no better option right now.
First, we need to shut off the current flow of mana to the tree.
Also that. Forgot about that part.
It'll be too late
Surprisingly
if the tree
rational.
grows any larger.
Gratis with them, I guess, because
Then
of the
here's the plan.
situation.
Ewan,
Like,
I'm
we're
going
suddenly
to
ready to
pretend I
work
don't
with
know
them, I
who
guess.
you've been working
Well,
with or what
you know,
you've been doing.
Kratos was trying to warn us before we did this.
Yeah,
Beforehand,
we did it.
so it's like he probably knows what's going on.
Immediately.
So I can partially understand it in this position.
All right. It's not possible, sir.
Well, it's not possible.
Forcistus has executed our Assalia ranch infiltration.
Aw, dang. Guess we'll have to go
What does
kill
that mean?
one last human
The
ranch
Assalia Ranch is
ourselves.
still operational. We had people working undercover switch over the mana flow.
In other words, we have to infiltrate the place
Yep.
right now and stop the flow.
Then I shall go.
You? Are you suggesting we should send you?
I mean, he did try to stop us from screwing the world over, so I
I'll
mean,
send in some of my men.
he is our enemy, but
Preparations for the mana cannon. The
Yeah,
shutdown
you're
of the
gonna
mana
have to
reactors throughout the world.
Grin and bear it
There
more.
are too many things
together.
we need
No,
the
we'd rather
Rangers
end the
to
world
do.
before we work with you.
You don't
Yeah.
have troops to do everything.
Better dead than,
better dead than red.
I was about to
What
say
are you
red,
saying?
but I
We
don't
have
know
to
if his
head to the
hair is
mana
red
cannon.
enough. It's more brunette.
Yeah, I guess
You and
that's
the
true.
renegades
I don't
can
know.
Take care of the
Something.
mana cannon.
Aw, the Nintendo
Kratos
World
and the rest
Championships
of us
ended,
will
and I'm
infiltrate
really
the
upset now
Assalia
because I was hoping
ranch.
for Mother 3 to be announced for
Fire the
America.
mana cannon
Nope.
when we give you the word. You
Sorry.
wouldn't
And
be
that's
able to
been out
trust
in
the
Japan,
signal
right?
that
Just
came
not the
from
translated
Kratos
version.
alone.
Yeah, like, there's technically a translated version,
that's
it's
true,
just
but-
not official.
Is it about
Yeah.
chocolat?
Oh, so there could be.
That's right.
It's hit or
Chocolat
miss.
is held at the Assalia
From what I
ranch.
understand, it's actually a really good
300
translated
Japanese.
version, but,
All right.
You know.
Leave it to you then. Don't let us
I
down.
wonder, I wonder what their
Let's go, guys.
gripe is with not bringing it. I don't know if it like.
there
costs
was a
too much
few
or it's too risky.
transsexual characters in Mother 3, so...
Like pretty like blatant.
Pretty blatant.
Yeah, maybe that is. Compared to the backlash, maybe.
Hold on, I'm gonna go ahead and pull them up, because it's like, I have played through most of Mother 3, but it's like, let's see what you think about them really quickly. Give me 1 second.
Oh boy! Wow, we get to watch as every single city reacts to the earthquake.
There they are. Yeah, exactly. This is the best image I can get for them? That's not great, but okay.
There's something wrong with those.
Mythos, are you the bad guy?
I just can't get over how she talks in caps, because I always...
That's true.
It sounds like screaming.
I posted a link to the characters from Other 3 in the chat, by the way. So...
Oh, Mythos took a bit of a... I don't know, I can't think of a joke at the moment, but he got hit with rocks. That's the punchline.
Rocks fall, everyone dies. There you go, I gotcha. To keep our eye on you, you laddie. Blah, 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 let's go do stuff. Come on. We got stuff to do, places to go. The world's burning as we speak. Also, Colette could fly over a gate like this too, so...
She's choosing not to?
I mean, to be fair, I'll give Colette the benefit of the doubt. She's only had this for, like, what, maybe a month at this point? Where Kratos, I think we've established, has been alive for thousands of years at this point. So... Not yet, you don't trust him. Give it another 10 episodes when plot device C is revealed about Kratos. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we revealed it already, but yeah, I'll still keep it in suspense, anyways. Just because it's like, I think at this point people should know, but
we've said it before because it's fairly obvious.
Yeah, we said it before, but you know, just in case. These are enemies we've seen before. They're only just buffed up enemies that take more hits and do a little bit more damage, but there's nothing new to them. So that's why you're probably not going to see anything in here except for the boss. That's the word, boss.
I wonder when mana sort of get associated with magic. Just sort of thinking, because I know mana is the bread from the Old Testament, but I always wondered when mana started to get associated with magic.
I'm not sure. That's a good question.
Like, I don't know if that started with D&D or anything like that, or I don't know where it would. I'll probably look that up again at some point. But it seems so odd because now every time I hear mana, I'm like, well, wait, is it the M-A-N-N-A where we're talking about the bread in the desert, or we're talking about M-A-N-A, which is just magic juice?
Right. I don't know, that's a good question. Oh, there's one other reason, by the way, that I was thinking about, that Mother 3 probably didn't come to America. There was a character that was 10 years old that died a gruesome death and then was made into a cyborg after he died, so... That could be why, too.
Yeah.
Nope, you're staying here, Colette. Nope. Oh, wait, I actually brought her? Okay. Why? I mean, typically I do Presea and Genus and whatever. It's fine. It's all good. We'll go with Colette this last time. Presea is the better option, though, in my opinion. I know people probably disagree with that. I did finish all of the Metroid 2 remake, though. I finished it yesterday.
Is that the one that recently came out?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. But Metroid games typically aren't supposed to take super long, so...
They're fairly linear.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd say linear, but...
Yeah, because there's backtracking.
Yeah. I was gonna say, this one was probably the most linear I've played in a while since Fusion. I really like Fusion, actually, but I'd say Fusion's more linear than Metroid 2 Samus Returns, but... The main reason I'd say this one's more linear is you can't really progress anywhere until you kill enough Metroids, and then it reveals the next area, whereas with most Metroid games, you do have access to a fair amount of the planet you're on right away.
Yeah.
At least the 2D ones. The 3D ones are notorious for not liking sequence breaking. Although Metroid Prime 1, if you have the GameCube version, you can get a pretty significant sequence break pretty much right as you're done with the tutorial, and it's super nice. I actually always do that sequence break only because I don't like not doing it. Basically, it's the double jump. So if you know how to sequence prank to get the double jump, you don't have to do quite as much backtracking. Eventually, we'll get to more plot. I did also pick up the new Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga remake, and I'm enjoying it. I've played it too many times. Like, I don't think I've played it in 5 years, but it's still, you know, too recently.
The other one that it's like an RPG,
Yeah.
like turn-based.
Yeah, but it's pretty fun. I enjoy it. But I played it. I don't know. Like, I like the Mario and Luigi series. It's just they're all fairly similar, and I think I have all of them at this point. I'm double checking in my head, and it's like, since they're all pretty similar, there's different qualities to each one that does make them stand apart, mind you. But the gameplay is pretty similar, so it's just kind of like, I like the series, but at this point I'm kind of getting tired of it.
The host bodies made a break for it when they heard you were here.
Although the music for it is great, so.
Yeah.
And the jokes are typically... The jokes are best on the first and third one, I'd say. Unfortunately, with the fourth and fifth entry, Miyamoto, that was when Miyamoto started getting more involved with the non-platformer Marios, so we know how that goes with Sticker Star.
You!
Basically not as funny. Although from what I've played of Color Splash, I need to finish it actually. That one actually did do a pretty good job of keeping it funny, even within Miyamoto's boundaries.
Thank you.
Oh, by the way, there's Chocolate.
Yeah, it's just, hey, you know, we thought it over, and we don't like you either, so you can stay here.
Yeah, I mean, we killed your we killed your grandma, we killed your mom.
Well, I probably wouldn't go home.
Yeah,
you don't have a home anymore.
Yeah, there's dead bodies everywhere.
Yeah. In fact, by the time they get there, they're probably going to start to smell.
That's probably true.
Rescued by the chosen.
Why? I was gonna say, why didn't I press the A button to speed that up?
Actually, where does she go now? Find out.
Yeah, actually, all the people that were here go to Azalea.
Oh, yeah, I guess like refugees, just kind of go somewhere else now because the home is destroyed.
Yeah, but no, they basically go to Lloyd's town that he was kicked out of, and the mayor throws a fit, and then everybody says, "Hey, mayor, go kill yourself." I mean, not that bad, but they basically.
Yeah, I got you.
That's
what people today would do.
Yeah, pretty much. Which is a shame, because it's like, obviously, as I'm sure you're aware, Hugh Hefner died like what, a week ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, obviously, I don't agree with the man, but I still have been praying for him because he's done a lot of harm to.
Oh yeah.
He's done a lot of harm to the world, but at the same time, it's like, I'd still want prayers if I'd done a lot of bad stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Same with Hitler.
Yeah. Some people had said some people said it's a, like, honestly, it's a good thing that he is gone, but it also isn't that he died.
Without repenting? Yeah.
Because I mean, I don't know. Even if he's gone, his legacy's still there, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
And what he built is still there.
Unfortunately, that's exactly true. Because he was not a good man. I mean, just to put it bluntly.
From the, I don't know. You can't really start somewhere and end somewhere. It's all pretty bad.
Yeah. I mean, he could have eventually decided to stop living in the Playboy house and try to turn his life around. He just, unfortunately, never did. I'm really hoping that Playboy takes a dive now. I'm doubting it, but...
Because they've lost their icon thing.
Yeah.
Forcestus.
Oh, hey, here's Forcestus. He killed Marble's mom, or Chocolate.
Like it was a mistake to
No, he did kill Marble. Never mind.
I guess I'll have
Yeah, he
to
looks
take
familiar
care
now
of you
because he looks
personally.
completely outrageous with
Please let us
Eye
sword.
patch. Yeah.
Great Seed is out of control.
Now this is that guy that originally attacked Azalea and got us kicked out of Azalea.
What do I care? Even if the world is destroyed, it's of no concern to
We'll
us.
just go to Darius Carlon and say zip zop boobity bop.
The world is vital to everyone.
The world's
We have Darius Carl.
Yep.
everywhere.
It is a world of mana, the very source of life. The destruction of this tainted world is of no concern to us.
No, how could that be part of Crucius's, the Angel's plan?
Because they like to straw man. I mean, what?
Lord Yggdrasil's direct order is to leave the Great Seed as is.
There's no reason for us to play along with their stall tactic. We must hurry.
I know.
With my paper fans.
Get past me.
Let me see.
Fear your beings deserve to
Paper fans. What else? I don't remember what Colette gets.
It's like tambourine almost.
I think it is a tambourine, actually.
That thing in the center. It looks like it's a ring with just like the bells on it.
I'm pretty sure it's a tambourine. Now that you say that, yeah, that's tambourine.
Yeah, like a bell thing. I got you.
I think I eventually fixed the U attack here. Because... Oh yeah, that's right. Whenever they disform your party, it kills all your shortcuts, which really... I don't know why they do that, honestly.
Yeah, it reminds me of... I guess it doesn't make a problem, because transform or anything. But whenever you... I guess even in Fallout, whenever you do something, and the game takes one, or you get away and it gives it back to you. Sort of like when you transform a werewolf, or if you walk into a place where you have to take weapons from you, it removes all of your favorites and shortcuts. So now you have to reassign all of your hotkeys for weapons.
Yeah, which is really annoying when that happens. I don't know. I get. What was that? Go ahead.
I think there's mods that just like, and it's not even too bad of an, because you can fix it in like 5 seconds, but it's still annoying that I have to walk out and spend the 5 seconds to just go reorganize all the hotkeys that I
Right. Yeah, that's exactly true, because it's like, as you said, it's not that it takes me that long. You saw that I did it in like 30 seconds, but it's still...
It's time taken away from stuff.
I could have killed this boss in that 30 seconds. No, I couldn't have. Also, I just remembered for this boss, I accidentally used an all divide. I was trying to use a magic lens on him, so this boss is going to take longer than it typically would, because he does half damage to us, and we do half damage to him, so... Unfortunate.
I guess all divide is just good for an enemy that does way too much damage.
Yeah. Which we do actually use for a super boss. Remember that super boss I was telling you about earlier?
Yeah.
But it's like...
I imagine that'd be the only time you'd want to use it, is if something does way more.
Pretty much. Although with that super boss, you don't want to use it anymore either, because as I said, they punish you for using it on that super boss now too, so... That's like another 14 episodes from now. Yeah, boy. But we are getting there, at least. I mean, we are more than halfway done with the series.
Have you heard of Comedy Night?
Yeah, I have, because like I said, I think I saw Donkey did a video of it.
Yeah, well, it's not as funny as that one, because a friend of mine got it. My friend got it for me. He said it's 99% racist. That's all that's on there.
Well, I mean, even in Donkey's video, 99% of it was racism. He was just playing it off as a joke, and it's like, I mean, it's still racist.
It's a shame, because sometimes there were funny people, like the guy that pretended he was Todd Howard, and like, Todd, we don't want to play Skyrim anymore, get off the stage. He's like, no, I got a new IP, it's gonna be great, it's awesome.
Oh, that would be good. I'm
but
sure
a friend of mine, he got it, he said he went on stage, and he ended up getting kicked off, because he tried to do his longest yeah boy ever. They kicked him off after like 20 seconds.
Yeah. Okay, I'm done.
Forget how long his actual name was, but because I think it's your stuff gets stale, people vote for you to get kicked out. That way, you don't have a 9-year-old who's just playing a screamer or really loud noise for like 5 minutes.
I thought you could still talk from the audience, though.
Yeah, because people will heckle each other. That's why I don't think anyone goes on there with real jokes, because they know that they'll get yelled at by people. Yeah.
So that's why everybody should just start off, what's the deal with airplane food?
I think someone actually did something similar in the Donkey video. He tried to go for like a Seinfeld joke and no one laughed.
That sounds about like Seinfeld, to be honest.
Or there was a guy with like a really thick Indian accent who said, what do you call someone who only speaks one language? An American. No one laughed.
Then didn't Donkey do like the same thing? But I can't remember what it was.
He would do like really terrible jokes that you'd find in like a joke book for 5-year-olds. He had, I think, friends in the audience that like made fake exaggerated laughs whenever he did it.
That wouldn't surprise me. Man, I kind of want to stream Comedy Night now, just because. But at the same time, I don't, because
I know what's gonna happen when we do. We're gonna get up there.
Racism.
It's gonna be N-word.
Yeah.
N-word. like over and over.
Yeah, and that's exactly my problem. Because impossible, I die. Well, technically he hasn't died yet, actually. Just you'd really think he died falling into a
Now we
reactor.
can stop the mana reactor.
By the way, spoiler alerts. Technically,
I
sorry.
found-
Who what
like,
any of this stuff does.
What's his name?
Luke.
Emperor Palpatine.
Oh, that's you.
What are we gonna
Well,
do?
they did both fall down. I don't know if what Luke fell down was a reactor.
No, I think it was more like a turbine
Yeah, because it completely
What
ended
did I
up
do?
outside the
bottom,
city.
bottom up. But
Yeah.
like, but the Emperor's literally led down to the core, and he just kind of presumed dead.
Huh?
Yeah, he didn't die though.
Looks like it's
I mean,
Yeah, if you in the extended universe,
I was
he
gonna say,
actually
I-
gets cloned.
I don't know if that's canon anymore. It's not. I don't.
No, it's
I
from
don't
what I hear,
care.
it's not.
I
Or
I don't
it's-
care. Disney's bad and should feel bad.
Yeah, I've never even watched the other canons. I mean, because that other canon kept Boba Fett alive. As long as Boba Fett's alive, we're good. But as of right now, in the Disney canon, he's still dead.
I thought they brought him back in the Disney canon. Like they've made some of the extended universe canon, and some of it not. It's really confusing, and they should have just made extended universe canon. That would have been so much easier instead of letting J.J. Abrams write Episode 4 again. But we'll talk about that next time. Until then, Pax et Bonum.